That's the key.
Don't be a rebel without a cause. Be a rebel with a cause.
Yep.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
And a woman.
And a woman. Oh yeah. Anyway, welcome to the HonkyTalk Hour, y'all. HonkyTalk podcast, episode number 2. What's up, guys?
Woo, it's good to be back, baby.
Yep, we're chilling at the Sundown Tavern here in Ruston today. Big shout out to them. Decided to do it. It was a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yep.
Good day for a suntan.
It's also a good day to come in here and get your butter Reuben.
Yeah, you had the Reuben.
Delicious.
Yep. I got the wings. Oh, got the wings.
Yeah, got the wings.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Very phenomenal.
Nice size too.
Yeah, I was about to say it was pretty decent sized sandwich.
The girth on those things was looking good.
Yeah. Anyway, what's been going on in the music world, y'all? Y'all played some gigs last week, yeah?
We did. I had 3 gigs and we pretty much stayed around North Louisiana. And we finished up Saturday night. I had a lot of fun at a wedding. A wedding. A birthday party.
Yeah, I played a wedding.
Yeah. Yeah, but we had a lot of fun, and I took Zeb Rogers with me. We had a lot of fun. It was on Lake Claiborne, beautiful place. A guy, he built he got an Airbnb. He set it up but he just built another one on next door to his house that was already there. It was really, really beautiful. Dale Dunn, Shelby Dunn. That's who does it.
Yeah, sweet, man.
So that was a lot of fun.
Yep. Yep. What about you, Bo? Other Bo?
Well, we played here Friday night.
Yeah.
Me, you, Micah Kennedy, and I didn't have anything but that night. But
Yeah.
the week before was pretty packed. This upcoming week's going to be pretty packed.
Yeah, I got played a wedding. It was pretty cool. Me and the boys went play out there, and Danny Solomon, Aiden Johnston, and then my on rhythm was Nick Harak. Harak. Apparently it's Czechoslovakia or whatever. But he's from Shreveport, I guess.
Yeah,
So.
he's played at Monzo's.
He has?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Matthew Slahetka. I think he's Czechoslovakian too. Or his name is.
His name is, yeah.
He don't look it, though.
No, and he was actually on my record. Yep, and a part of Dane's record as EP as well. It was pretty cool. He's a great musician, great guitar player. He's been touring forever. Y'all need to go. I can't spell his name, but I'm look if I remember, I'm gonna put his name on the screen. But his name is Matthew Slahekta. How do you say his name?
Slahetka.
Slaheka, right?
It sounds good to me.
Anyway, don't ask me to spell that. Because my last name's 10 letters long, and so is his. So, but it's it's great.
Well, we get here. We kind of understand yours. We get it.
Yeah.
But if you look at his name, I think there's an S and an L and a J and a Z in there, and they're all silent or something. So I don't know.
Yeah, I
don't know.
I have no idea.
Mine's the hardest to spell.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What yours?
Yeah, everybody says it sounds like an alias.
Yeah. It's like John Smith. It's I'm Bo Smith.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been in hiding.
Yeah.
I'm just now getting out back in society.
That's right. He's actually a secret agent in the music industry. Laid back, living his life, undercover.
Yeah. This week I got. I'll start off this week and I'll be in Minden at Acadiana Seafood on Thursday, and then I'll finish up in Crystal Beach, Texas, down there on the Boulevard Peninsula, and I'm like only a few miles away, where you have to take a ferry to get over to Galveston, unless you want to go all the way around the bay, do all that,
Yeah.
But so it's like a couple hours or hour and a half or something it takes. They said, and we can just get on the ferry and just park your car on it, and just go across. I was like, dang, man. But it's at Camp Margaritaville. It's their RV resort.
Yeah, sweet.
It's a really nice. It's really, really nice, actually, and the people are great. and all that. So, and I've played down there a couple of times throughout the past year and a half. So it's really sweet people.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that, even though it's a long drive, but hey, it's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it, dude. Yeah, for sure. What you got going on this week, man?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Get my calendar. Ponchatoula is Thursday. This Thursday, 9 p.m. Friday, T. Johnny's in Natchitoches. T. Johnny's on the river. And then Saturday, back at Traps.
Sweet. Yeah, I got
I'll be at Traps Friday. That's where I'll be.
Yeah,
you at Traps Friday?
Yeah.
we're all booked close together. Like I'm either the day before or the day after you and Trey, something like that.
Yeah, I'm this Wednesday. What are you doing Wednesday? I'm gonna be in Bossier. Playing at the 7th Tap.
Okay. I'll try to make that. I know I got my boys' baseball practice, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like at 7:30 when they have their baseball practice. And we don't get out there till like after 9 o'clock.
Okay. Well, you probably won't make this one. Cause I think I'm only playing from like either 7 to 9 or 6 to 8 or something. It's only a couple hours. So, but anyway, I'll be in the area. But so if you're in the Bossier area, come check it out.
Do you like, have you played there before?
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Hadn't been in their new place.
Yeah, it is super nice. And the people there are really great. Yep.
Good.
Yep. So anyway, anything happen to y'all that's kind of funny this week?
All right. Thursday, I have like a couple yards that I mow.
Yeah.
And mainly I mow these yards because usually I mow it on Wednesdays. But Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, a lot of times I don't have a lot to do during the day, and what I'm going to do is sit at home. And there's only so many times you can do the laundry or be stay at home dad or whatever during the day.
Yeah.
So just go out there and do something, and they pay me to do it too, and I appreciate them. But we have the yard I was mowing is on a corner, so they have a stop sign. I done mowed it, weed eated, edged, front and back. So now I'm blowing the sidewalk off, right? The trash truck comes. They stop at the stop sign.
Yeah.
I'm like right there next to him. Well, the guy standing on the back of the trash truck, I look at him, and without missing a beat, I said, "Hey, man, you want a blowjob?" And he kind of looked at me funny, and it caught me off guard.
Because he was thinking about it.
Well, so they drove off. And when they drove off, he was like, go, y'all could go, we're clear or whatever. So they kind of sped off real quick. He was like trying to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Well, I put my head down. I was like, that's kind of awkward. All right. And so I was thinking about what I just said, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. You just asked that dude if he wanted a blow job.
Yeah, man.
But I had a blower in my hand. I figured he was hot, and I'd go, give him some air, in the face, like blow, like that. Well, I said blow job. And the only thing that got me, I was like, well, at least he was respectful about it, because he answered me by saying, no, sir.
I was very respectful.
Yeah.
Very respectful. Yeah, usually just say what's like right on your mind,
Yeah.
Sometimes it just don't come out right.
He don't have a filter.
It was kind of awkward.
Yeah. It would have been awkward for me as well.
Especially when I realized what I just said.
Yeah.
The way I said it.
The way you said
I was going to, blow him with a blower in the face.
Right.
This is getting worse and worse, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
all right.
It's
Well, there's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's what happened to me Thursday.
Yeah.
That's funny. I think it's funny.
That's
and embarrassing, but hey.
It's both. It's just that's going to be on the thumbnail. It's going to be Bo Atkins asked the sanitation engineer if he wanted a blowjob.
I mean, let's not call him an engineer. I mean, just a trash man. Okay.
What you have? You got anything to top that?
I don't think I could ever top that.
I don't think so either. I've never asked a man that.
About the only thing I had funny happen to me this week, walking around the yard in flip flops, stepped in some dog crap.
Oh yeah, yeah.
About slipped down and fell, but
Yeah, no.
Got all between my toes and everything.
Oh.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
That's really not really that funny.
No, it's not, bro. No, since the last podcast, man, I haven't really done anything except for just a few gigs here and there, and people mistake me as a woman. I don't know why, but I've been called ma'am a couple of times.
On the phone or in person?
In person. Just walking by or I'm in the way or something, and a lady will come by and just say, "Excuse me, ma'am."
You're a big old woman.
It's
man.
probably the long hair.
Is it that?
Yeah.
Is it? It's got to be. Because I'm like, man, I do not. I don't have any feminine characteristics.
I don't think I have any boobs.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, I need to start going to the gym, man, or something. I don't know.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great. But besides all that, yeah, it's been a pretty normal week for me. But one of the things I want to talk to y'all about, and just like, it's like, what do you do to prepare for this stuff? You know, like for the gigs. You know, like at what points do you reach where you don't have to practice every single day, maybe? You know, and you know.
Well, I think if you play as much as we play, there's always a song you might want to learn, or a song you forgot you knew. You're like, oh man, how did I forget that song?
I know.
Even ones that you've written or something too. You know, like, oh man, why hadn't I played that in the last few weeks or something? But I just go off the cuff. I just sit down and kind of read the room, and
Yeah, that's right.
depends on where I'm playing.
Yeah, I think we all do that.
Yeah,
really.
really, just kind of look around for a minute and
Yeah.
I
get
don't,
it.
I don't think I've actually sat down and rehearsed in like 4 years, unless I'm learning a new song or writing something. You know,
Yeah.
and then go over it.
Now with a band's different, but it's
Yeah.
just solo.
Yeah.
And then at the show, I'll remember a song I knew 20-something years ago, and can't believe I still remember the words.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And go through it.
Yeah. It's
That's always a good feeling too, though. You know how sometimes you're sitting there and whatever you're playing, and then you go to this next song, and then you hit this chord, like that other song comes into your head. You just keep going with it, like you planned on doing it.
yeah.
And it's like you said, it's a song that you hadn't done in 20 years or forgot about that you knew or something. And you're like, oh my God. And that's most of the time, like if I tried to do that again, like if I tried to play that song, I wouldn't even remember how to play it.
Oh, I know.
You know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it sometimes just comes to you.
It does, like you're in the moment, you're in the spirit.
Yeah, that's right. It's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun.
That's a cool feeling.
Yeah, I will say that the gig that we just had on Saturday, we probably haven't played in a year. It's been about a year since we played as a band together, and but I will say like there was very few mistakes that we made, and I was very impressed with those guys. I was like, honestly, like that couldn't have went better because like we haven't played these songs in forever.
And it's hard, like you say, like we play as much as we do.
Yeah,
It's hard to rehearse with a band.
it is. No, it takes
time.
It takes a lot of time.
And it's, and it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, because especially if your band's not like just super local, you know what I'm saying?
where they all live in the same area and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. You know, I got some people from Texas, or whatever, or Minden, Bastrop, that a lot of people that are from around here. It takes a lot to coordinate all that. So,
And then you got to have a place to do it,
yeah, then a practice space.
a realistic
yeah.
place, you know.
And being like and having families or stuff, or like not having a lot of space or anything. Like my house is small, dude. I can't fit a band in there, and so a lot of times it's a lack of space or practice space to set up a kit, to set up all this other stuff. So I mean, it takes a lot of work, and I think that's why people maybe don't do band stuff or whatever. But I try to. I love doing it, but I guess it reached a certain point too where it was like we were talking on the last episode about like how when we first got started, how we were like so nervous and everything or whatever, and but then like you learn these songs so well, and then like eventually like you reach a point to where you don't really have to practice that much as far as unless you're going to something super specific. But it's like that with the band too. Like once these guys have played with you so often, or I guess you just kind of feed off of each other, and
you kind of have a natural set list too, especially if you're doing your original music.
yeah,
If they've played with you enough times, they get it.
yeah.
So rehearse it, and maybe you can just rehearse or rehearse during sound check. A lot of that's
Yeah,
usually how it usually happens.
Yeah, we did that. One of the songs that we had a question about. We were like, I was like, I was just like run through a couple of songs or something like that. But we're running through the ones that we really didn't know about, like, and we did a couple of new ones.
Yeah, how the new songs go.
They went good.
Which ones? What were they?
It was that Zach Top song.
Oh yeah.
I Never Lie. And then like a Morgan Wallen song. And they
You mean Morgan Wallen?
Morgan Wallen, yeah. Anyway, yeah, but I think it's just interesting how like our careers have just progressed over the years.
I know it gets better every day.
Yeah, it's cool, man. And we were kind of like sitting out talking at the wedding gig. We're talking about like how we get to like experience things in like just a whole different perspective. Because like we don't have like 9-to-5 jobs, right? We don't see the same office people every day. We see hundreds and thousands of people, new people a year, you know, and also like our private gigs that we do, you know, when we play at people's parties. Like how many weddings or how many parties have you played, Bo?
A bunch.
How many of you played?
bunch.
A bunch. Dude, we get to experience like everybody's lives, and it's a cool thing. Like, and we're sitting back entertaining, doing our job and doing our thing, and like, but we see. I've seen so many people get married, you know, and then I've just
Too,
yeah.
what you experience, you know, what's going on with the parties for, but also where the party is. Sometimes, like Saturday night,
Yeah.
we was on the lake, and I could hear like I'm right there on the lake, by like the seawall, if you will.
Oh yeah,
And our backdrop basically was a boathouse.
yeah.
Was like the breeze was coming in off the lake. It was like 70 degrees or whatever it was. It was beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I'm out here getting paid good money out here to do this. I didn't break a sweat, I don't think, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It's cool, man. But that's exactly right. That's what I'm saying. It's like the scenery. Like I went from Lake Charles all the way to Kentucky last year, and dude, like the scenery, like that we get to see, and then also like these festivals, and we get to. I don't know. It's a lot of cool stuff that we get to see over the years.
Yeah, you play out of town, you get down there early, make a little vacation out of it,
Yeah,
walk around, check it.
That's right.
If you're in a new place, check it out, have a good time.
yeah. I love doing that. It's an amazing experience, and so
Well, it's only fun if you bring yourself, because if you have a wife or anything, usually somehow that goes the budget. There is no budget,
there's no budget.
and the money you went and played for, well,
You just spend.
it's
You've already
gone.
spent. You spent double it.
It's already gone. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand that.
I do have a story about one night in Natchitoches I was playing. I went down there, and it was at T. Johnny's on the river. And I ended up drinking a little more than I should. So I'm walking down through town, and I see this. They're having I thought it was a party. It was upstairs. I think the bar's called The Loft. So I walk up there, and I didn't know it was all cops up there. So they just got out of a
man.
policeman's ball.
What is that even like?
Well, they wasn't in uniform or anything. They was it was like dressed up like Mardi Gras and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm in there drinking, and they had a security guard cop there, and I asked him, I was like, do you have an Uber or Lyft? I need to get to the hotel room. He goes, no, we don't. And I said, well, I ain't going to be able to drive home. And I was parked in front of a sheriff.
And you didn't know he was a cop at the time.
No, he was a cop there. He was like security, but he goes, well, everybody in here is a cop. That's when I found out, and the police chief was in there.
Yeah.
And they told me, they said, he said, just put your keys in the glove box, sleep in your truck until you're good to drive.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody going to mess with you.
That's awesome.
So this is 2 a.m., so 6 o'clock in the morning I get up, and as soon as I pull out, there's a city cop behind me and a sheriff in front of me. I pull up at the hotel. I still go to the hotel room.
Yeah.
I pull up at the hotel, and they parked over on the side, and then the cop, it was a lady cop, she come pulling in. She goes, did you hear any gunshots? I was like, no, I didn't hear any gunshots. I'm just going over here to go take a nap.
Yeah.
I didn't hear nothing.
But that was crazy. Of all places I go into, they're having a policeman's ball or whatever. Yeah. Like all the cops are in there.
Yeah.
And you're 3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah.
Asking for a lift or
Staggering through town.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of my first time in Nashville.
Huh.
You were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there. Refreshments. Compliments to Sundown Tavern in Ruston, Louisiana. Make sure y'all come and check them out, guys.
Always. They have live music here. They have a great staff. They have great food. Like I say, on Mondays, I believe their special is the Reuben, and that Reuben's fire. And they have some great, fantastic. We're here at Sundown. They make Bloody Marys great again.
And you can also get bacon in it if you want bacon.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Bacon.
There's nothing like a slab of bacon in your Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
What I don't like though, and you got to have the green olives. All that's great. I mean, the green beans are okay too. But if I go to get a Bloody Mary and they don't have pickled okra,
It's okra.
yeah,
It don't work.
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
You know that one.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Dipping.
It's good. Yeah, it is. But I was talking about my first time in Nashville.
Oh yeah. Go back to that.
And I mean, he was there. He knows. But it was my debut. It was like I've made it, man. I'm playing. Thanks, man.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome to Nashville. And so, yeah. But anyway, so what's up, bro?
There's one of the greatest bartenders at Sundown,
Yep, right there.
Austin Neff.
Austin Naff. Big shout out to him. But nah, man, it was my first time in Nashville, my big debut. We were playing I didn't know we were playing a couple of bars that night. But we played at one called Cabana Taps. And what was the other one?
Oh,
Yep.
was it Belcourt Tap?
Belcourt, yeah. Same owners.
Yes.
We played at Belcourt. And anyway, we do our little set. You know, nothing crazy. I've had a couple of beers at the time. But it was my first experience where, like, everybody was, like, buying me shots. Like,
Sometimes
like I was
you got to
like
throw them over your shoulder. You get
yeah.
too many.
Well, they were buying me drinks. Like Monty and Victor and all those guys, they were buying me shots of like whiskey and tequila. And because they were trying to celebrate, you know, my first time in the big city, you know, of the music town. And so and I thought we were just playing that one place. And so we, dude, I'm telling you, it's like we play. I'm like, all right, cool deal. But they were buying me drinks like a really fine female, and you know what I'm saying. They were getting me liquored up, and so anyway, bro, like then Monty, I'm already kind of like intoxicated at this point. Not kind of, I was, but Monty goes, all right, grab your guitar. We're walking down the street. Okay, and so we go down there. And by the way, at this time, I was smoking a lot of pot. So I'd already pre-rolled like 20 joints for the day, okay? And so I'm already pretty deep into it all in the party, right? So we get to Cabana Taps or whatever, Belcourt, whatever the second one was. And then Monty, he buys me a shot. I have a few more beers, right? And then all, dude. So by this time, I don't even know where I'm at, bro. I don't even know where I'm at. Like I'm so gone. And so then, dude, you remember they called me up with the group. It was Aiden, Braden, and me and you or something, or we were on stage doing something. But anyway, I don't even remember. Like I was like, Braden, I was like, what song did I just do? Because I was like, I don't remember. I don't remember. He's like, you just played your song. He's like, her ring is on your finger. He's like, just. I'm like, okay. So I played a different one or whatever. And no, you were to my right.
Okay.
That's right. It was all of us. But anyway, so at this point, bro, I'm like, I'm gone, dude. And then I walk outside, and I don't know if you remember where we were parked.
Was that what
Like once we got done with everything and we played,
we were parked kind of down the street a little bit? Is that when had to park down the street, or we
Yeah.
were right in front of it?
we were right in front of it,
Okay,
pretty
right,
much.
okay.
It was right down the street, but like right there.
Caddy corner from
Yeah,
us. or
caddy
whatever,
corner
yeah.
from us, yeah. And so, anyway, I'm hanging on Braden Watts. And if you don't know Braden Watts, he's half my height. And so, like, I'm leaning over this dude, walking down the street.
He's about to kill him.
Yeah, I'm crushing him. But I'm like, I'm leaned over. I'm like, hey, bro. I said, I just want to thank you. Because I'm like, I can't walk right now. You know, and I'm like, you're the only thing keeping me on my feet, you know. Getting all romantic about it, kind of, you know. But, dude, I was gone. Dude, I felt like we had been walking, like, for a mile or two.
And it was like not even
And
20 yards.
It was like 20 yards. And I knew right then, like, y'all, I think y'all went out for burgers or something. And I had to
Probably
get back.
went to Dino's.
You
or
went to
something.
Dino's. Yeah, I went to Dino's. No, y'all did. Because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I've already puked my guts up and everything. And I'm over the toilet. And I'm like, God,
What did I do to myself?
I'm like, I won't ever drink again.
Is that when we stayed in the loft?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, dude. Yeah, it's when we stayed in the loft, and like we were literally when I got there, every couch was taken, every bed was taken. We got there, we drove all night. We got there at 6:00 in the morning. I had a photo shoot the next day.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. Because we played in. Was that when we played in Natchez the night before?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Because we all rode together.
We all rode together.
That's right.
That's right. We played in Natchez before. All rode together up there. We get there at 6:00 in the morning. All we have is a concrete floor, a dining room table, and a mat. I moved the dining room table, and we laid towels down or something,
Yeah. Yeah.
and slept on the concrete floor, bro.
I'm pretty sure that's when I chased Braden. I was naked,
Oh, 100%.
and I was chasing Braden around.
100%. Yes. 100%. I've got pictures.
I had to
actually.
show him who his daddy was.
Yeah, that's right. He
I
knows.
mean, wait.
He knows who Daddy is.
Hey, we went to Trash Man to Braden. I gotta quit.
Yeah, I gotta show you these pictures. But
Oh no!
hold on,
Pictures.
I definitely got pictures. Oh, I scrolled right to it. So that was I'll pass this around, but that was you and Monty.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was you and Monty. Swipe left or right.
I'm a fat ass.
You guys have put that on the screen.
I don't know if it'd probably get taken down.
Victor was passed out, so I stood by him with just my towel.
Oh yeah, that's right. I actually have I could put this one on here. There's actually one you sitting on the loo with a guitar.
Where did I'm not going out with y'all no more.
Look at Monty.
Yeah. Yeah, man. No, it was a good time though, but I kind of learned my lesson and limitations on how much alcohol I could probably consume in one night, which is obviously not that much. So, but that night I had a lot. Here it is.
Was that the next morning where? Oh my gosh!
Sitting on the toilet.
I was working on a song. What's wrong with that?
Oh, you were. No, you were. You were.
Golly.
Memories.
Yeah, when me and Monty, we went to Nashville. We got there. It was kind of late before we stopped and got a hotel room. So he told me, he's like, let's just get this old cheap hotel room. That's where best songs are written.
Yep. Okay.
So it was a 4-way across the street. He wanted to go across over there and get some snacks and something to drink. And he was wearing these cut-off shorts and these old shoes. And I done crossed the road, and there was a car coming. It looked like it was a mile away, and he was scooting across there. I was like, hurry up, Monty. And, I mean, literally, that car had to stop.
Oh, my gosh.
He's the world's worst at that. He just walks out in traffic. He don't care.
Yeah. So the car had to stop and still wait on him. He scooted on across the street.
Oh, my goodness, bro. Yeah. Hey, there's a common denominator in these stories.
Oh, yeah.
They all involve Monty Russell.
Yep.
A lot of them do.
The local legend.
The local legend, man. Yeah.
By the way, we're going to kick a shout-out to Monty Russell and Matt McKinney tonight. I think it starts at 6 o'clock, the Monday Night Road Show.
Oh yeah, the Roadhouse show
Yeah, the Roadhouse.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Monday nights.
on 107.5.
Yep, 107.5 here in Ruston. Yep.
He's been doing that with Matt Wood over 20-some years.
That's crazy. And that to let y'all know too, for people that see, this stuff that we're doing, HonkyTalk. Even though the radio station's in Ruston, you can get 107.5 clear in Shreveport, Bossier.
Oh, yeah.
You can get it in Natchitoches. You can get it. They got over 100,000, whatever that tower watt thing is, whatever that stuff's called. But
You can also get it online.
then, yeah, you can get it online.
You can listen to it anywhere in the world.
There it is.
That's right. They have an app.
They play all of our music on it, too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yeah. That Off the Reservation song that I released a few years ago, when they first played it, I got the app on my phone, and I was like, man, it's played on the radio. I was like, that's so cool. Yeah, really, really cool stuff.
The new song you released, have you sent it to him?
I did send it to him, but I don't know if he read it yet. But I need to go up there and
New song of the day. You need to put that on there.
yeah, see how it does. But
It's going to do good. That's a great song.
I think so, man. It was good. I was crying the entire time I was writing it, man. It was good though. It was good. But anyway, what else y'all got out there, man? I know we got like music videos and stuff, and I mean, y'all been a part of the media scene. Like, what's that like in the behind the scenes kind of,
A lot of work. The time we like with Sunny and Simple Truth videos we did. We had gotten there. I think we did it at Red River Brewery, and we got there like it was like 6 a.m.
Can I get one of those? To-go box? Yeah.
It was like 6 a.m. and we were there till 11 o'clock that night, an all day thing. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work too, and we was talking about this a little bit moments ago about how, there's things that are going on, so you don't have time to do a lot of resting when it's go time. If it's Wednesday through Saturday or something or whatever, it's go time. Because we went from like 6 a.m. to almost 11 that night filming these two videos.
Golly.
And we had people in there too. So we had actually people in there when the band played, and we filmed it live and all that. So it was like a gig as well to get footage. And but right after that next morning I had to drive. I had gigs out in West Texas, Odessa, Midland area. And that's an 8-hour trip, and had to play the next night. So it wasn't like I could just sleep into 12. I had to like get up. I leave at 8. What do you get there like at 3 or something,
Yeah.
So anyway, that was a lot of work. But those are fun. Doing videos and things, music videos and stuff, they're a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work.
No, it is.
It can kind of be tiring, like, oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that off the reservation video that I put out. I put out a couple of acoustic things too, like performances, but the off the reservation, like we started in the morning and like that was it. Like I don't even think we took a lunch break or nothing. It was just like we had actors and stuff and
When y'all filmed Jaws too on different set, y'all didn't just stay on set
yeah, right.
because you're riding your motorcycle in the video.
Oh, yeah.
And they're having the cameras are following you.
Yeah. Man,
They
that
got
was,
shot at Reds.
yeah, we went all the way to Red's Tails and Shells. Like we went literally filmed in Ruston that morning, went to Ben Christmas's down the road, and then we went to Red's Tails and Shells and filmed the rest of it. But yeah, we did a lot of like motorcycle scenes, and it was super cool. I got to use one of my best buddies' motorcycles. He has a really nice Harley, and it was super cool, man. But he just passed away a few months ago. But I still remember riding his motorcycle, dude. And you got to know something about like bikers.
Was that Charles?
Yeah, Charles.
Charles Payne?
Yeah,
He's a good man.
yeah, he's good, man. It's super, super nice. And you got to kind of know something about like bikers. Like they don't just let you get on their baby, right? That's like
They've taken care of us over the years, though.
they have, man,
Playing
with all these shows, the benefits and everything, and but he got out the motorcycle club, and then he started coming to my church and stuff, and we started kind of hanging out again, and. But anyway, he let me borrow his motorcycle for that day, and it was super cool, super cool. That was a lot of fun
Well, you look good on there riding it, boy.
with that long hair blowing in the wind. Yeah, that was cool. I'm just glad. I'm just glad that we didn't get stopped by the cops because I was like, we have to wear helmets.
No, but there's a lot. But the thing is, there was a lot that went into that.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like a mini movie. It's just like anything else. But I want to talk about behind the scenes and stuff. That's kind of my point I'm making here is that there's so much stuff that goes on with that. I mean, you're basically doing a little mini movie or whatever. So it's
it's a film production.
Yeah,
it
it's-
really
yeah.
is.
Build it around the song.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, but it's just cool to be a part of all that. I really like filmmaking and everything, and I've got to learn a lot from these guys, about camera angles and like audio recording. And it's kind of like what I've been doing this other podcast for about a year. We decided to do this one, and the content and quality just keeps getting. I think it's getting better.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be better and better.
It's
Fun, too.
Yeah. So anyway, y'all got any new songs coming out or anything? Or?
I've got a couple.
I know we're working on a couple.
Yeah, I've got another one that I forgot about.
Yeah.
It's called The Brighter Side of Me. I want to get back and,
Yeah.
I've got some demo recordings of it, but I want to get that recorded.
Yeah.
But what's the name of that song we just recorded?
Desert Moon.
Yeah, Desert Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote that It's a while back. I was just sitting in the shed out there hanging out. I wrote that. But there was a girl that used to work at the Sundown. So I kind of built it around, like she left it, like it was just an observation. You know, she had left. I think I was in Austin. Then I come back. She wasn't here. And then all of a sudden she come back for a little while, then left again.
Yeah.
So I kind of, it's a fictitious story. So I took her like as when she was growing up, wanted to be a dancer, and then she ended up in Vegas as a showgirl.
Yeah.
The bright desert moon, you know.
Yeah.
So,
No. Yeah. When you first told me, pitched the song,
yeah.
I was like, wow. I was like, do you know this girl? And you're like, well, kind of, you know. And then you told me that story, and I was like, it's honestly a good story song.
But you know, sometimes I'll go to a bar and just sit there in a corner and watch people.
Yeah.
And you can make a song out of just observation of, or like somebody will say something, and then you just
That's right.
put it there.
Yeah.
But it's got a good. It talks about her, like she saved up her money waiting tables at the Sundown on Park Avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one-way ticket to Vegas, one-way ticket by noon.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I wrote that a long time ago.
Right.
But
Yeah.
just now getting to where I'm going to.
Yeah. Well, I'm
try to
excited. I'm
release it.
excited to cut, like, to help with the process of cutting it.
Now, the brighter side of me, I wrote that, you know, it's kind of weird. Back when I was married or whatever, I come home to an empty house, and there was a letter on the refrigerator. So I was talking about, you know, I got your letter when I came home today. Nothing left but the TV and all this, you know.
Yeah.
I just had to go back through it and let you hear it. But
Yeah, for sure. It's a good picture. Yeah.
yeah,
It's crazy.
it's kind of the best day of my life. I shouldn't say that on there.
Good.
What you thought was going to be good. I love those sound effects. Got to have them. I've got a song. It's done, but I hadn't recorded it. You know, done the recording on it or anything yet. But it's called "Oh What a Feeling," and it talks about you know, a church views where I first felt it. It wouldn't let me go. I hit my knees at the altar as the music opened my soul. Man, I couldn't say nothing. Oh, what a feeling. That's how the song kind of starts off. And the second part of the song is how I met. How somebody meets maybe their match, their wife or whatever. And across the table is where I first saw her. She wouldn't let my eyes go. She had a contagious laugh and such an angelic glow. Wow. Man, I couldn't say nothing. Oh, what a feeling. But the whole point of the song, then I go down the third verse, talks about one of my daughters being born. Something about, how's it go? The hospital cafes where I got the call. Within 20 minutes later, I held my baby girl in my arms. Man, I couldn't say nothing, but oh, what a feeling. So, but the chorus is like a, you know, there's certain feelings that you have that you can't describe. That's how, you know that they must be divine. Because you can search your whole life and still never find something. Oh, what a feeling! These treasures like these feelings of mine.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a song. But it may sound kind of a lovey-dovey, but really I just kind of want it to be a happy jingle.
Yeah.
You know, kind of a happy song. Let the song carry, and it don't have to be nothing too serious. But it's just giving the bright spots of life. You know, about how things can happen to you, and you may not be able to describe what's happening to you, but it's just that feeling you get when you know, wow, you know, you've done something good or you've had something good happen to you.
Yeah.
How did you come up with Winfield Woman?
I married a girl from Winfield.
Oh, that's where your wife was?
Yeah, that's where Ashley's from. And I originally wrote it on a mandolin, and then I just transposed it over, or whatever you want to call it, to the guitar. Yeah. Because I was trying to write songs about, at the time, that little, I guess, stint you'd call it, those few months when that song was written. I was trying to write songs more about Louisiana, like different towns or stuff like that, you know. And that one came out and made it out to be a decent song, and so decent enough to, you know, cut it and put it out there.
Yeah. It's not the same girl that you wrote Juke Joint Jezebel, right?
Well, see, I didn't write that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to think too. Like, man, one of my favorite songs that I actually like cover of yours is "Jesus Is on My Side."
I like that one too.
Yeah.
That's kind of the same. kind of a positive message. You know, you've been told you can't do something your whole life, or you know, oh, he'll be in prison by the time he's 8. I mean, these things that are really stuff people had told me when I was
Right.
growing up.
Yeah.
And it's like, kind of, hey, look at me now. You
Yeah.
kind of give it back to him, but in a positive vibe and positive way. You
Yeah,
know?
no, it's great, dude. When I listened to it, I was like, man, I'm like, he really. It's like some of the lines are so specific, and but some of them were like, man, like I can even relate that to that, you know.
You're able to interpret it how you want to interpret it. You know?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it is.
That's like the Goodbye Blues song. Mm-hmm. That whole thing
I
is.
like that one too.
Yeah, thank you.
I've learned that one.
Yeah.
Good. No,
Yeah.
no, but
I'm gonna start coding.
that's fine. I was sitting by the first house that me and Ashley had. We didn't have any kids yet, and I built like a little fire pit in the backyard.
Oh yeah.
And we had this one pine tree, man. That one big old pine tree in our backyard would put out so many pine straw, like so much pine straw and needles and cones. I never even had to buy firewood. I just go at nighttime when I sit there and have nothing to do. I just rake the stuff up and put it in there.
That's right.
And I was actually raking my yard and enjoying the works of the hard labor, you know?
Would you say Patron?
Pine cone.
Oh, I thought you said Patron.
But so I'd bring, like, I'd make me a whiskey glass or something, go sit out there in the chair, and I started writing a song. But at the time, I'd been playing in Natchez, Mississippi every Tuesday. Well, as I was coming back and forth, I kept having this lyric go through my head. Y'all have heard that song talking about "Hello Walls, nice to see you" or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And I'd heard anyways, so I'd kind of gotten that idea, and I was just singing "Hello Walls," and I would just walk around the house or whatever doing it. It would always be something you say, you know, and so. But when I drive around back and forth in Natchez and stuff, I had a lot of time, 3 hours there, 3 hours back, you know. So I started going, "Hello Walls." This is, and I was like, man, what can I do with that? I know that old song did it, but it was like "Goodbye Blues" came in my head. "Goodbye Blues, hello stranger."
Oh yeah.
So it's like, "Hello fireplace, are your embers warm?" You know, or
It's
hello,
well written.
"Hello asphalt, are you still smooth? You've always led me where I wanted you to." So there's a lot of metaphorical stuff in there, which to me is a great song because it's open for interpretation
Yeah.
of how somebody could relate to it. Makes the song very relatable to all walks
Yeah.
of life. So yeah.
Yeah. No, it's cool, man. It's like that's what I liked about it when I heard the song. I was like, man, it's a cool song.
Well, I remember the first time, I think the song had. Well, I guess we had just recorded it, but I remember coming to the radio station. You were there with me. We did.
Oh, yeah,
we
we
did it on
did.
the air.
Yeah, we did it on the air.
You think you did? Yeah, you did one of your songs, then I did that one. I remember you saying, "I love that song."
Yeah.
Thank you. I was very thankful. I'm glad you
Yeah.
liked it.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and then like that train, the one that I wrote with Quincy and Monty, we yeah, dude, like that train song was kind of like that. It just felt good, you know. It's kind of metaphorical, kind of same vibe. I think it's in the same key actually, as it in E.
E, yeah.
Yeah, it's in E. Yeah, so I was like, man, it has like that same kind of storytelling vibe or whatever. But it's yeah, that's just cool, man. That's how I feel about your "Flowers Are Gone" song.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I also wrote one, "Chains,"
Yeah.
which I wrote it years ago in Austin, and then I always had it like back in my back pocket or whatever. It's a slow, you know, it's a kind of sad song,
Yeah.
but it kind of relates back when I was on drugs real bad. But you know, the chains I broke
Yeah,
binding
right.
me. So me and Monty and Chris Canterbury ended up revising it,
Yeah.
and like I like the studio version, but I like the way it's become now. Like when
Yeah.
I play it acoustic, I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty much the same, but I've changed it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I like that. You know, it just tells a story of how like drugs will take your life away from you.
Yeah.
You know, and the girl that I was seeing at the time, it just, you know, the chains I broke, they're binding me again. It's like prison walls slowly closing in. So we took that, me and Monty and Canterbury, and we kind of ran with it.
Ran with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we just wrote a song the other day. I say the other day, a couple months ago, when that Dylan guy from Alabama came through. We wrote a song in Monty's kitchen, and it's pretty good too. I gotta kind of go over it and revise it a little bit and kind of learn it so I can start playing it. But it might be something I want to cut. I'm not sure yet, but Yeah, but it's cool, man, and it's this is this is what we do, you know, just sing about life. That's why I love country music.
That song "Fall Together," we had a group vocal at the end, and you have to really listen. Like you can hear it. So at the very end, everybody's yeehawing and doing all this, and then you can hear Bo Atkins in the background going, bah, bah. It's right at the end. You can barely hear it.
Sometimes you got to act like a goat.
But the thing is that what makes it, I mean, through the whole song, it's just so funny because, I mean, if you're not paying attention, you won't hear it. But if you hear it as it's fading out, you hear, bah, bah.
It's kind of like that Garth Brooks song. What is it? Friends in Low Places or whatever. He goes, somebody's wife was going into labor, and then you can hear it in the background. Push Lucille. If you listen to it real close,
wow.
they kept it in the record. It's a cool story. Yeah, but you got to be kind of listening for it. But yeah, but it's in there.
It's at the end.
It's at the end.
Bush Lucille.
Yeah, or whatever. I think that's what her name was. But yeah, it's in there. It's in there. That kind of reminded me of that.
We also need to kick a shout out to Dave P. Moore playing harmonica. I think he's played on all of our albums.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've done a lot of stuff together.
We was wanting to get him in here actually.
Yeah.
Today, but
I think he's in Florida.
yeah, and he goes, I should be back in town, but he goes, I'm not sure if I'll be able to in town enough for the time that he had come back in town because I think he's going to Texas or something.
Yeah.
And so he said he wished us the best.
I think he's
He's
working
happy
on
for
new
us.
music.
He's been playing a lot. I mean, he's been getting it going a lot lately. With his original group, like Blues Old Stand.
Oh yeah.
I think
he's been doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
with
a
it.
lot of stuff, which is great, especially like on the Gulf Coast and the Gulf states, if you will.
Well, they're recutting a lot of their old stuff, and I've heard a little bit of it, and it sounds killer.
Yeah, the way he plays that thing is insane. The sounds he can get out of it, especially when he hooks it up to that amp and he puts that little whatever he does on it. I'm
Yeah.
not a tech guy necessarily with gear head or nothing, but what he comes out of, sweeps out of that box, dude.
He's as good as Mickey Raphael
I think so too.
on the harmonica.
Yeah, he really is. He really is good. But on another note, our Canadian buddy's coming back down.
Hey,
What is it, April 9th?
April 9th, I think, is when the date is, and we were supposed to get him on today.
Wagenbacher.
Sound like a vampire name.
That's what I call it.
Dane Von Hagen.
We'll eventually get him on. We were supposed to video chat him, but it just didn't work out today, so this is what you get.
Well, it's because of the tariffs, I think, is what it is.
It is. We they
think
tax
so.
us.
Yeah.
Can't afford the taxes. Anyway, but he is coming back down, so we'll probably be seeing him.
He's a great musician, too.
Oh, he's awesome, man. And we need to get him on here because he's got some amazing stories as well. Yeah.
Because he is a true blue drifter,
Oh yeah.
modern day. I mean, he's a straight up. How did he even come here? How did he even get here?
He was here for a wedding.
He's like, I guess I'll stay.
Well, me and Dave met at not sundown. We met at Enoch's that night. I think it was after the wedding or something. I don't know exactly how that time frame went, but anyway, I met him at Enoch's out there in West Monroe, and I got his number. We started just doing a couple of shows together, and then we got to kind of know each other. And then I found out like his background story, and I'm like, he literally has been so many places. I mean, he's got great stories to tell and a lot of life lessons, and like.
He's probably even hopped a few trains like Woody Guthrie.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like, he was.
Was his poach sack? What do you call it?
Yeah. Well, when he came down to visit, he just was. He was just staying wherever he was couch surfing.
Yeah.
And so like he stayed at my house a couple of times. Like, just stayed. He just stuck around, and he went stay at Big Pose for a little while, and just. Just hung out there, but yeah, he was he's a drifter, man, and like, but he definitely wants to like get citizenship here and start his career here for sure, or at least continue it.
White Lightning, I believe, but
Yeah,
we all embraced him as soon as we met him, like the whole local music community,
yeah.
and
Well, he's playing a lot of the same stuff that we do, and I was like, how does a Canadian know this song? Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just
They're people too, Trey.
I know,
He's like,
man. I'm
you
trying
know
to-
Waylon Jennings?
Yeah, but I'm trying to gatekeep Waylon Jennings. Like, it was just shocking to see how like even the Southern Canadians like they listen to a lot of the same stuff that we do. It's cool. It's cool, man.
I guess we're all people at the end of the day.
We're all people at the end of the day. So
Hey, well, tell us more. What were you gonna say?
That was it.
Oh, what about when you went up to Kentucky? Tell us what that gig was like.
Oh, it was cool, man. So we played in Monroe the night we had to leave. So we played till midnight, and we drove straight to Kentucky.
How long a drive?
14 maybe, something like that. It was a long drive. I just know it was a long drive. But we made it up there. They got us a couple of hotel rooms. We were playing this basically like this mud ride fest. So they had a stage, sound system, everything, and basically it's kind of like what Muddy Bottoms is here, but like up there. So like everybody in these fancy side by sides, they come and then it's just it's a good time. But they had food trucks out there and they had a good amount of people. But it was cool because me and Dane did a set. And then this other guy did a set, and then we played with Big Poe out there, and everything. It was a pretty cool experience, dude. Except I'm highly allergic to rosemary, so this is kind of a funny story. What happened in Kentucky? I'm allergic to rosemary. Now, typically, I basically will go into anaphylactic shock. Or like I'll break out in hives and stuff and like swell up like it's crazy.
Rosemary.
Wow. So this is what happened. It was at the end of the night. We played our set, and I went to the burger truck, and I didn't think nobody put rosemary in a hamburger. Anyway, I ate a couple of them or whatever. We're at the hotel room later, and then I know the feeling, like things start to swell. I get like real itchy. And, dude, I'm like, it's in wee hours in the morning, and I wake up Dane, and I'm like, hey, bro, like, you might have to take me to the hospital. I need to get Benadryl at least. If I take 4 Benadryl and a Pepsid, it'll usually go away in a few hours. But I can't rely on that, but it will save me. Anyway, so I wake him up. We get dressed, and, like, we go down to the lobby, and we're like, hey, do y'all have Benadryl here? And they're like, no. He said, but there's a gas station down the road. By the way, us and Big Poe are staying in the hotel room. We rode up here with him. He's got the keys. We don't know what room he's in. And his phone is dead. Can't get a hold of him. I can't call him. I can't do anything. We can't get a hold of him. And so we're without a vehicle. The gas station is a half mile down the road. So me and him start walking. It's kind of cold up there at the time because this was kind of like last fallish winter. So anyway, we're walking to the gas station, dude. I'm starting to go into a full allergic reaction. I walk in, I grab the Benadryl, and I don't even wait. I just off the shelf, bro. And the cashier's like just looking at me, and I'm like, I'm having an allergic reaction. I'm gonna pay for this. Like, just give me a second. Like, so I pop my 4 Benadryl and a Pepsid, and then I go pay for it. And then like several hours later, I was okay. But who puts rosemary in a hamburger?
I don't know.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah. So. Now I gotta I have to ask like everybody unless I've eaten there before.
Hey, you don't put rosemary in your hamburger, do you?
Yeah, it's such a weird question to ask people, and like you never know how to start off the conversation.
Oh yeah.
Well, we played at Smoking Bull in Emerson.
Yeah.
Didn't they? They had rosemary on their steak or something, didn't they? Didn't you have to get them to?
Oh, they not put it on or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like that. But yeah, but. Yeah, how do you start off that conversation without going into a 10-minute spiel?
Yeah.
About I can't have it. Do you have it? And
It's like an odd allergic reaction. Like I've never heard of it either until rosemary.
I know of one other person that is allergic, like me. I have to keep EpiPens on me.
Who else does it?
Sarah. She lives out in the Cedric Calhoun area.
This girl named Sarah.
This girl named Sarah.
You talking about Miss Sarah?
Miss Sarah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know,
school
school
teacher.
school teacher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, she's allergic to rosemary too, and just like me, and never knew that, but Yeah, it was intense, bro. Those allergic reactions are not fun. But anyway, so you asked me how Kentucky went. It went great.
That's great. New fans and
Yeah.
received you well. Were you able to
Yeah.
get mix and mingle a little bit?
Yeah, I got to meet some cool people. Yeah, and new fans. That's what I love about traveling outside, kind of like the hometown, is like you meet new people, new stories, a lot of the same stories, and then you get new following here and there, and you also get to follow other people. And
I have a actual funny story. It was a couple of years ago. So I went on like these whiskey binges when I would play Jameson, drinking it straight. I think I was at Nell's Airport Lounge, and a buddy of mine, he come over there and he just kept bringing me these Jamesons and all that. And I knew better. I probably shouldn't be even talking about this on air, but I knew better. So I tried to. I was driving home on the interstate, set my cruise about 75, 80. My front tire blew out.
oh man,
I'm trying to manhandle this truck all over the road, and then I pull over. I've got a spare and all that in there, but I'm
Right.
like, and I could see a cop down
oh man,
that way, so I didn't put my hazards on. So I got out the truck. And I had my phone. I went and I just walked out into the woods over there. I called somebody. I was like, "Hey,
Oh,
hey,
my
can you come get me?
God.
Can you come get me?" So I'm sitting over there. I'm like,
trying to hide the light.
had that light on there because people kept slowing down and doing all this. So my buddy got there like 30 minutes. I just loaded my PA guitar and all that into his car, and then I took off. I just coming back and got it the next day.
You know what? Everything happens for a reason, man.
But I'm gonna tell everybody right now: do not drink and drive.
Yeah, honestly, that blown tire might have saved your life. You know?
It probably did.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was about to kill me because I was all over the road.
Right. Dude, I remember this one time, like, you were telling me a story that one time, like you flipped your truck and then you called Monty.
Oh my God, dude!
You had to bust out your back windshield or something? Or?
No, I had to kick. I was peeing. They put this pea gravel. This is the second truck I've lost on that road. It's Long Straw Road in Shooter.
Yeah.
Second truck I've lost on there. The first one was a 99 Chevrolet, and I wrecked in the same spot except on the other side of the ditch, which the ditch was like 7 foot deep.
Yeah.
So when I hit that pea gravel, I might have been going a little too fast, and it spun around, and it flipped over. On all four wheels was up.
Yeah.
So the door pinned on one side on the ditch and one side on the tree.
Yeah, jeez.
Well, I'm just as calm as I could be because I was meeting Monty,
Yeah.
and I found my phone. I was upside down in the truck. I took my seatbelt off, and I grabbed my phone. I was like, "Hey, Monty," I left him a message. I said, "Hey, man, I just flipped my truck. I'm not going to make it tonight." And he thought I was joking because I was so calm.
Yeah.
So I
That's
ended
how
up
he tells it, too.
on the side of the tree. It wasn't a big tree. It was like a small tree. So I kept kicking the door. I got out of it. And at that time, I was married, and I called my wife. I probably would have rather the cops had picked me up.
Yeah.
But she come pick me up. Yeah, I'll take another one. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, the sheriff's department come up to the house, and they go, "Is that your truck upside down over there?" I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "What happened?" I was like, "Man, I don't know. It's a pea gravel."
Yeah.
He said, "Well, why didn't you call the cops or stayed there?" I was like, "Well, I just live right down the road, so I went home."
Yeah.
And,
Right.
so they ended up giving me like a careless operation and leaving the scene. When they wrote the ticket, they said, "Well, at least you didn't get a DWI."
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. And you're absolutely right, man. Just call somebody. It's
Call
like-
somebody. So I went to court and I talked to Monty. And Monty Russell called somebody up there, and they gave me an inspection sticker ticket. And
Yeah.
I got out of it.
Right, yeah, I feel you.
But he told me, he said, "That's the last time
Yeah.
I'm getting you out of trouble."
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. But yeah, man, we're at the 1 hour mark. Didn't know what y'all wanted to do.
Let's compare bellies.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
I think I'm catching up with you.
I got it.
We should start a workout program, you know.
We'll be doing aerobics with headset mics going. All right. Yeah, guys, we're last weekend. We was 1, 2, 3.
Me and you wouldn't be able to breathe
No,
after the first few steps.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I'd catch a cramp in like my neck or something.
Yeah. Hey, look, a couple of years ago, I sneezed and threw my back out. So
I ain't never done that.
I sneezed in my my back's pot. But
yeah,
y'all want to know how many sit-ups I do every day?
one.
One when I get up out of bed.
And when he lays back down.
What are you telling me that last week
What?
about the sit-ups? It might have been this old man. I don't remember. I thought it was you like last week before we started.
Oh, I said something about Dickie Doo or something.
Oh yeah, it might have been.
Anyway, well,
What? I got a Well, I am on a diet. I've been on a diet. It's a seafood diet. You know, seafood. You eat it.
yeah.
Now I think we've had a great time here at Sundown.
Yep. I can't wait for I don't know where we're going to be for the next one. Maybe here,
It's a
maybe in the
mystery.
house. Yeah. Yeah.
Catch us if you can.
Yeah. Catch us if you can. But anyway, well, thanks for watching HonkyTalk podcast. It's been a pleasure, and hopefully we'll see you in the next episode. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.